everyone, welcome back to Fidus Trading Channel, back again with another daily market analysis video. It is the 13th of March 2025, Thursday, and without further ado, let's hop into the analysis. Starting with NAS 100, what we can see is that the price is in a bearish channel, as we can observe between these two trend lines right here. And price is currently in a bit of a retracement to the upside, testing the top of that bearish channel. Throughout yesterday, we were pretty much in a consolidative phase. Markets were moving up, but ever so slightly. Lots of volatility in the markets yesterday, so not a lot of opportunities to actually make some profits. But that's okay. We still managed to get a few good scalps out there. Overall, the markets are still bearish, as we can observe. The bearish trading channel, followed by markets trading under the moving average, the 50 moving average, as well as RSI being under 50 on the 4-hour charts. We are still looking for sells, but we will first have to wait for price to test the break and retest zone at 19,790. Markets are still moving steady this morning, very much in that consolidative phase. We are currently moving to the upside, as we can observe on the 1 hour, but with very little momentum. Now, it is the New York trading session, so my guess is we'll probably see some upticks in this trading session, but our overall breaks and overall movements will come within the New York sessions. I have noticed that the New York session, the bigger movements generally happen, or at least recently, the bigger movements have been happening between 5 and 6. So that will be prime opportunities for looking for scalping opportunities. We do have some fundamentals today, which we'll discuss at the end of the video, but we are still very much looking for those short trades. Like I mentioned, I am scalping. And what I'm observing with the scalping is using the 1 hour as my overall time frame, coming down into 5 minutes, and then looking for any candlestick patterns that I can then trade off. There was a nice one in the Asian session where we had a lot of indecision, followed by a bearish engulfing, and then a bearish confirmation at 20 past 4 this morning. So similarly, we have 3 black crows over there for a bullish signal, and we can see major volatility that happened at the open of the New York session, followed by major dips and then major upticks. So like I said, a lot of volatility in the market, something to be aware of. I don't really use my MAs when trading the 5-minute time frame. It's more for my higher time frames. On the 1 hour, what we can also observe is that price currently testing that MA. It is sitting above the MA at the moment on the 1 hour, with the RSI indicating we are above 50, so the bulls are in control. Like I mentioned though, our higher time frame analysis is very much our leading indicator as to the direction markets are traveling in, and for that reason I'm still looking for shorts, as the bears from the higher time frame are still in control. So that's our analysis of NAS 100. Let's go into US 30 and see what's happening there. So US 30, a lot more bearish than NAS 100. We can observe on the 4-hour time frame of US 30 that price is trading below the moving average, and the RSI is below 50 between 30. So very, very bearish signs there. We can observe the bearish channel that price is trading between right now, right there, and we will be looking to trade according to this channel. Right now, price seems to be in a bit of a retracement. I'm sure we will see that in the lower time frame, but just observing from this perspective, we can see that the bears are being respected. We have broken beyond the 41,800 trend line, and we will be looking for a retest of said trend line. I do expect that the MA will be a lot closer to that trend line by the time we get a retest of it. So moving into the lower time frame, what we can observe is said bearish channel. Actually, I can see that I have marked that off on a lower time frame. I'm going to take that out and just keep the new one which we've drawn in. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can see price trading below the MA, looking like it's going to retest soon, potentially break before breaking back below. RSI is indicating we are in a consolidated phase, trading close to 50. And from yesterday, what we could see is that price did have a huge spike up after fundamentals, but after testing that 4180 break and retest zone, markets just dropped. It dropped phenomenally. So let's go into the 5-minute time frame and see what we can observe there. So on that 5-minute time frame, we can see that prices spiked. I was able to get some buys on the way up with a take profit. Managed to get some good profits there. Following that, we had hanging man chart patterns. Lots of indecision, followed by hanging man, and then break below, followed by a bearish confirmation. That would have been a nice prime opportunity to ride the wave all the way down. We can see that even on the 5-minute time frame, there are barely any pullbacks. So if you are trading, you got to get in and get out very quickly on these charts. Price turned around at around 5 o'clock yesterday and then moved into the bullish zone. So after 5 o'clock, we were very much in that consolidative phase. Coming back into the 1 hour, we can see that price was moving in a consolidation. During the Asian session, we had some bearish stepping in, nice steady bearish session this morning. Again, like the NAS 100 pair, we can see there was a lot of indecision followed by a bearish engulfing candle and then a bearish confirmation candle. So that would have been a nice opportunity to get into right there. This morning during the London session, we can see we are upticking. Clearly the bulls are in control during the London session and price is making that retracement to the upside. Again, I'm still short on this pair and I will be awaiting a retest. Either finding the retest, as we can see the MA on the 1 hour is being retested, is being respected. So I will either look for the retest on the MA or I will wait for a retracement all the way back up to the 41,800 level. Should I see a break of the MA, retest, and then push further up, I'll be looking for scalping those long trades to the upside. I think we'll get a good, say, 40 points heading to the top, so 400 pips. So waiting to see what happens to the markets there. But overall, from a long-term time frame, we are still very much short on this pair. We are still very much short on this market, and we will be looking for those shorts in due time. Moving on to gold. Gold market moving super wavy at the moment. So just scaling back into a longer time frame, we can see the gold markets are moving with deep consolidation, deep breakouts, break back ins, consolidations, breakouts, break-ins. So it's such a difficult market to trade right now. There's no fixed direction that we can actually proactively figure out or preemptively trade. So we are just trading what we see right now. Right now on the 1 hour, we can see that the pair is bullish. However, on the 4 hour, we are observing that major resistance level at 2953. Price is approaching that level. We are not in the oversold territory on the 1 hour, but just to draw your attention to the higher time frames, just so you know what I'm also looking at. On the 1 month time frame, we are in that overextended region. This pair is overbought. It is way too high at the moment. It is going to break down. On the weekly, we have RSI divergence. We can see right here, RSI spiked. And now, even though it's price is making highs at this point, it's making highs that the RSI isn't making. We are having RSI divergence. This means this pair is still looking to fall, and I'm still betting on it falling. Coming back into the daily, we can also see some RSI divergence right there. So clear signs. Although price is trading above the MA on the daily, clear signs of RSI divergence. So back to the 4 hour, we are trading bullish. According to the indicators, we are above the MA, the 50 MA. RSI is trading between 50 and 70, so that's another bullish confluence. And we have a bullish trend line that is being respected at the moment. Again, it is dangerously close to that resistance at 2953, so I am not looking to take any buys right now. If anything, I'm waiting to see how it reacts to that 2953 level. For the moment, I think I'm just going to sit on this pair. The 1 hour showing bullish signs. We are hitting those overextended regions in the RSI. Currently showing some RSI divergence here as well. But again, risky market to trade. If you're going to trade it, you can scalp. Per the 1 hour, it is currently bullish. So I would be looking for buys at the moment since the 1 hour is bullish. So right now we can see that we are heading down to levels of significance here at 2941. Could potentially find a sell there all the way to the upside to that resistance zone. But again, super risky trade. If you're trading, take scalps only. Moving into EURUSD. So EURUSD went super bullish for extended period of time last week and is now trading within this channel, and it has broken out of this channel, which is interesting, but with very little momentum. So it's clear that the liquidity isn't there. Markets are just consolidating, figuring out what the next move is. So not looking to trade this pair either until I get some sort of directionality bias, which we do not have right now. But just taking a look at the indicators, we can see that RSI is above 50, so bullish. We are trading above the MA, which is awesome to see. So that's also bullish. That's another sign of bullish confluence. The trend is bullish, but again, we need that retracement. We are far removed from the MA. Coming back down, could potentially get a retest here at 1.079 or 1.07875. Testing there could push further up, but we'll have to wait and see what this pair does. No clear momentum, so no good scalping opportunities either. Moving on to EURJPY. Like I said, I want to wait to see what happens to as a reaction to the bearish trend line. We can see we tapped the bearish trend line and we have now a downtrend. But overall, we are still bullish on this pair. The reason why we are bullish is not only do we have price trading above the 50 SMA, we have price trading between 50 and 70 on the RSI, but we have a bullish trend line, and the trend line seems to be respected right now. We can see on the 1 hour time frame, price did have that downtrend after testing the bearish resistance trend line, but now it looks like the bulls have kicked in, testing this 160.6 zone, and on the 1 hour it seems like we haven't indicated that the bulls are stepping in. So I'll be looking for longs on this pair. SMA isn't really giving clear indicators because you can see we're breaking in, breaking out, breaking in, breaking out. But I still feel that we're still strong enough with the trend line and with the other confluences to be taking long positions here. So if I'm taking longs, I'm going to be scalping. What I'm going to be looking for at the moment is for price to potentially either push off this level here at 161.0 or to potentially come back and retest the 160.88 level before pushing further up. So definitely looking for scalps all the way to the upside at 162.224. That is the bearish resistance trend line, and that is the best place I can look at for taking my positions out the market. So looking for longs on EURJPY. Taking a look at USD JPY, pairs are trading within a bearish trend line. It is being respected, and we can see that price did move up, broke out of the trend line, so that's invalidated, but seems to have found some support here at 147.9, which is also a break and retest zone, so it makes sense. Right there we can see the break and retest. So price is breaking back within that price margin and looks like we could be heading to the upside very, very soon. On the 1 hour, we can see price breaking back in, so I'm going to wait to see how it reacts to this level. And if I can get some longs, I'll be taking longs all the way to either the resistance channel, or I just want to see. So this is just a major, so there is a major break of level here. I'm going to take this out because I'm no longer trusting these, because it is not a 3-point difference. But we could potentially be trading all the way to this point here at 150.0. Wow, that is a nice psychological level to look for shorts at. So yeah, looking to scalp all the way to that upside, see what happens, and then taking shorts from 150 all the way back down. So that is the analysis for today. Let's just take a look at some of the other pairs, see what's happening. So Bitcoin trading below the MA, RSI is at 50, have a broken bearish trend line, so very much indecision right now. We can see consolidative nature stepping in here, especially on the 4 hour. So consolidative nature, not much to see. Taking a look at EURJPY on the 4 hour time frame, RSI is giving us consolidation. MA is also giving us consolidation. Price is stuck upon that right now. So no clear directional buys just yet. AUD/USD consolidative on the 4 hour. We can see that it's trading between this resistance here and the support here at the bottom. GBP/JPY seems to be making some bullish strides, but is trading within a consolidated zone of 192.55 and 188.6. So depending how it reacts to this level again will determine if we are looking for buys or not. The reason why I'm looking for buys is that it is still very much in that bullish phase, and we will have to react to what we see there. GBP/USD consolidative, you can see very low momentum. So just like EURUSD, low momentum in those USD markets with the major currencies. So we're going to leave that be. CHF/JPY also looking very consolidative, just spiking up and down. Not really looking to trade this market today. So that is the technical analysis for the day. Let's take a look at what's happening with fundamentals. So looking at fundamentals, what we can see is that yesterday we had some negative USD news, which was reflected in the markets. We had major spikes up before the markets corrected very quickly. Today we have core PPI and unemployment claims, so something definitely to keep an eye out on. We're going to have major spikes at 2:30. What do I expect for this? I don't know. I would say read some news outlets, see what's happening with fundamentals and which way it's leading towards. But again, I like trading the back end of news. So I will look to take a quick scalp on the break of news, but the back end is where we could get some better scalps, some better trading opportunities, and ride that wave back to the equilibrium levels. So that is the analysis for today. I hope everyone enjoyed that. As always, this is not financial advice, but rather my personal opinions on what's happening in the markets. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Drop some comments down below as to what you would like to see moving forward. And with that, happy trading, everyone. Cheers.